It's just great to see the auto workers finally have leadership that will stand in front of their membership and tell it like it really is.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
256 area code. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Decatur, Jacob.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty fair. How about y'all?
I'm doing good, What's on your mind, brother?
Well, I just wanted to mention Shawn Fain right quick, and what a breath of fresh air it is to an old union guy who is of the generation of give-backs. And I suffered through them for many, many years. With giving away the farm, basically every contract,
Right.
because we didn't have no inspirational national leadership during my years. Once in a while they might puff up, but for the most part, it was whatever was coming down the pipe from corporate America, dished right out to us, and pretty much let us know you better accept it, cause there ain't no fight in us, and we ain't got no fight back to us. So it's just great to see the Teamsters and auto workers finally have leadership that will stand in front of their membership and tell it like it really is. Because it's not really changed. I mean, the fight's not changed.
Right.
In 50 years of my work life, it's just who was willing to fight, and of course most of that goes back to the one man, one vote. Let the members decide who's going to lead them, and knowing that who they select is who's going to carry the ball for them. And thank the Lord, we just got some guys that'll actually stand up and for the membership nowadays. Gonna keep it really short and sweet. I'm proud to auto workers who took on the small plant down around Tuscaloosa, the Mercedes supplier. I appreciate them. I hope that was a very good contract. The numbers in the ratification reflect that it must have been really good.
Right.
Really quick, I know it's getting late. Whenever the words come out of the company's mouth, whether that be from the CEO or the HR director at whatever plant, that we got to remain competitive. That is competitive to them means if company X screws the employees, then
Right.
company Y has to screw the employees also. That's their definition of being competitive. It's not competing and winning at the marketplace. It's who we going to screw to keep our profits and shareholders' money up. I sit in meetings with the very top brass from international paper, and one of them made the comment that we're going to smash the competition and put them out of business. And they was talking about my union brothers. I mean, if you don't think I got offended by that, I was terribly offended and told them we wasn't interested in putting somebody out of business.
Right.
That wasn't our goal. You know, our goal was to make a living and provide and boost everybody. But their idea was to put somebody else out so they could make a little more money. But Jacob, really, and I'll cut it short, just the fact that we got some national leadership and some national unions who will actually stand up nowadays is where we should have never we should have never deferred from that 40 years ago. I mean, that, but I think some of the national leadership got complacent, scared to fight back, and now things is probably, hopefully, changing for the better. Listen, y'all have a good day, and I won't keep you, man.
Hey, 5 seconds. Just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate.
Oh, yeah. Well, your lips to God's ears. And, you know, really quick before you go, I guess I am, you know, I'm interested in, you know, I've been thinking about this a little while because the UAW also has a paper mill on strike right now. I'm not sure if you had caught that, but they've got a paper mill on strike right now in New Jersey. And I've been thinking about that a lot. It's a West Rock mill. And, you know, I think one of the things that makes it even more difficult in the paper industry is that the paper mills are all in, you know, all the no strike clauses are not in the national agreement. They're in the local agreements, and all the local agreements expire. It's all staggered, you know, over the course of 3 or 4 years. And so, you know, the paper unions, they just don't have the ability to do a big strike like the UAW is doing, or like the Teamsters threatened to do at UPS.
Well, you're exactly right, but Jacob, there was when there was a major merger between Pace, which was the old paper workers, and the rubber workers, oil workers, they all merged. Then we merged with the steel workers. There was some goals set there to make more master mill agreements. And to take either longer or shorter contracts to make contracts expire within weeks and months of each other, rather than years apart. But those they've never reached fruition on them things. They you know, we was told, and I tend to believe it because it was a good strategy, but you know, where we was taking, unfortunately, 6-year contracts, you know, we was gonna get in there and bargain for a 4-year contract if that made more contracts expire at the same time, where we could actually take them on, but that's never happened. That's really, you know, they concentrated on master agreements in IP, West Rock, Boise, or whoever, you know, and really never changed the expiration dates. Basically, they go into their master mill agreements and negotiate benefits, things like that, and if they're satisfactory to that location, then they get them voted in, or but they never addressed the real issue of expire them and all relatively close together, so we could have a real action against them if necessary. But while we're talking about paper mills, and Mel mentioned it on the Facebook chat, was IP's announced they're closing Orange, Texas mill. Total shutdown there, and you know, we had some of our members actually transfer out there, and most of them still employed out there, so they gonna get a double dose of IP. And then the same way with the Pensacola location, they're gonna shut down a pulp mill or a pulp dryer, which is going to affect about another 100 workers. And we got workers down that left Cortland and went down there also. They've announced about the same type of cutback at a place called Regalwood, North Carolina, where I got union acquaintances over the years that's working there.
Right.
I think that's going to affect some of them also, but the problem in the paper industry is, and we've been our own worst enemy on some of that. You know, don't none of us read a newspaper anymore. I do every day because I got plenty of time to do it. But you know, we use email. We don't use we don't use as much paper as we used to, man. The demand's dropped for it, and then these mills that this stuff's really affecting is now rather than the fine paper, the white paper, it's pulp that they sell on the open market for other paper mills to buy and make paper out of it, or even export to different places, to make paper. Or it's brown paper used in mostly packaging, boxes and stuff like that. Well, what happened over the years, Jacob, as the demand for white paper went down, in order to save some paper mills, these companies converted to brown paper or this pulp selling, and they've saturated the market pretty bad with it, So that's where a lot of the shortcomings is in the paper industry now. But like I say, we're on worst enemy on some of that stuff too. But I can't fix that. I can't fix that. But I ain't gonna dwell on the problems. Just mention one thing. I got the shortest work week of any person in the world now. My work week is 0. So with me having a 0 work week, man, I sure hope that we see a 32-hour week for the people that are still having to go to work in the near future.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right, brother. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I really appreciate you calling, and I always appreciate you sharing with us and talking with us. It means a lot to us.
Well, and the politicians that you contacted, I probably contacted every one of them during the coal miner strike down there. Got no response from any of them in that area down there. And I really thought somebody might at least call me back, but they didn't, so that's par for the course.
Right.
But listen, y'all take care, man.
Yep. You too, brother. Always appreciate you calling in. Thanks.
All right. See you, man.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.